There are so many beautiful Corvairs at the car show today. We're going to have to zip through them all. Some concours winners. 66, 64, 64, top of the line show winner. Best Corvair here. 66. 65 Monza. 64 Monza convertible. 66 Corsa with Z28 wheels. 61 Lakewood. 700 station wagon. I love them. 1971 and up.
70 and up.
70 or 71?
No, 70.
In the Z28, 71 on the Chevelles.
70, 71, 72 Chevelles, and they went, the Z28 wheels, believe it or not, went all the way up to 81.
Color coded in 77. Yeah, exactly. Yep, they color coded them. Yep. What else we got here? They've got some emergency paramedics. Fellow's not feeling well today. We got a Yenko Stinger. It's a Stingerized Corvair by Don Yenko in Cannonsburg, Pennsylvania. This is a 66. They're rare and valuable. This has got a few options. It's beautifully restored. A lot of them didn't have a back seat. They have the sail panel fillers. It's your car?
No, punch balls.
It's a beauty. They came in different stages. Stage 1, Stage 2, Stage 3. And the only thing I can see wrong with this one is that the battery washer, starred washer, should be underneath the battery cable, not on top. Otherwise, this car is perfect. Got to be something wrong with everything.
I just wanted to thank you again for helping us with the Ultra Van in Tacoma.
Oh, right, with the wheel. That suspension arm broke.
Yes.
All right, we had some thank you for our work on the Ultra Van last year. The Ultra Van is gone. Corsa, 1966, one of the rare turbo convertibles, but what's not rare is the rust.
Is that being recorded for speech?
Yeah, I'm talking to the camera, and the camera goes on YouTube, and YouTube talks to the world. It's not a turbo, it's a 140. My apologies, I thought it was a turbo. It's a 140 Corsa with the standard wheel, telescopic and AM/FM, but it needs to be rebodied because it is rusted beyond belief. 65 sports sedan Monza. This is a 66 Corsa, a full Stinger. Looking really good with the gray stripes across the top. All Chevrolet offered was one pinstripe down the side on the 65 Corsa, 1 year only. 66 with the original bill of sale. Newt Godfrey Chevrolet. 4 quality Chevrolet dealer, F-O-U-R. This was sold in San Antonio, Texas for $2,446. Power top, spare wheel lock, simulated wood steering wheel, easy eye windshield, convenience group, push button radio, 713 white wall tires, 4-speed transmission, undercoating, gas cap guard, front and rear floor mats, pause traction, state sales tax, license 13 months, and here's the car all those years later. With some nice options and a senior division plaque. Got a nice Monza station wagon, 1964. Wait a second, they didn't make these in 1964. Someone's pulling a fast one on us. They only made Monza station wagons for half the year in 62, and then they converted to Chevy to production, and there's no 64 Monza station wagons except the one you're looking at right here. It's got 62 taillights, but it is not a 64, but it sure looks like one. Looks good. And then we've got a good driver quality 63 and a 65 Monza. 64 tinted glass. Corvair 95, Corvair van 1963, Corvair 95, 95-inch wheelbase, and it's all ready for the drive-in. Got our pleasure chest, master cooler. And where the hell is Woodstock? Roof rack, American flag, flying proud, Corvair van. Corvan. 1965. Monza two-door hardtop. 1962. Monza in bright red with wire wheels. 1964 Monza Spyder turbocharged. Nice wheels. We got to go down this road real fast. Wait a second, that interior looks custom. Nice interior, brand new and shiny. We got to move fast. Lots of cars, not a lot of time. Got to check out of the hotel. 1966 Monza convertible with old super stock wheels. Ramp side, 1963. They made them up until the early part of 64, like the one they got for Billy, Giddy Up Go. Then they were gone. Rumble four-door sports sedan with some bling wheels. Looking good, rumbling good. F-Nader, whoever that was. 1962 Monza station wagon. This was in the car display inside the vendors area. Monza wagons, pretty rare. They weren't called Lakewoods in 62. 65 8-door Greenbrier. Less than 12 made, I think I read. They're rare, rare, rare. Over yonder here, we got a 1960 Caveman 700, a pure form of Corvair. It's going to Los Angeles, and then it's going to be shipped across the pond to London Town, England, Great Britain. 66, 67, 68. 1968 air-conditioned telescopic steering is going in next. An air-conditioned 68. They didn't make air-conditioned 68s. The last year was 67. The last year for this four-door sports sedan was 67. Last year for the convertible was 67. And Chevrolet just made them in 68 and up because they could. Purest form of Corvair. 1960, slightly lightly optioned 700. This is a Hutchinson, Kansas manufactured Corvair Ultra van, and they made them up until 70ish, early 70s, and some of them even had front-wheel drive Corvair engine, Tornado engine in the back. Oh, got to keep up with this. 307 Chevy engines, most of them had Corvair engines. This is a 68, number 328. 95 horsepower, air-cooled, Powerglide equipped, 3,000-pound highway cruiser at 15 miles per gallon. It's aircraft manufactured, and it's light and efficient, and it's a Chevrolet.
The ability to go up the hill.
Corvair Ultravan. Everybody's got to have one.
We turned around.
This fellow won the long distance award, having driven his 69 Monza convertible 4-speed 140 all the way from Salem, Oregon, with wife and kids, and he vends from the trailer that's made up of a 66 Monza. One half coming, one half going. Not so easy to put the two halves together, but he did it. It's all full of Corvair parts. He's a great vendor. He manufactures a few Corvair parts that you just gotta have. And this thing runs super. It's even got the original 140 with a 4-speed and the star washer mounted underneath the battery cable, and the original injection air pump, air injection reactor pump, AIR. Gotta have a 140 4-speed 69 convertible, and you gotta drive it, and this man drives it, winning the long distance award. 1965 Corsa convertible, black, IROC wheels, great looking car. 66 Monza.
This is 69.
That's a 69?
No, this is.
Oh, this is, yeah, we're just getting to it.
Okay.
69, like your convertible. Last four of them in, 36, 39. Pretty much halfway through the production year for 1969. They were hand assembled in a small Chevrolet area of the factory. And you'd think the quality would be better, but they were just getting them out the door. 1969 140 4-speed, just like the 69 over there. 140 4-speed, well preserved. No air injection pump. It's got a spring-loaded idler. Monza station wagon. Where were we now? Let's try to keep track. Wow, the rare 140 Lakewood station wagon. They never produced a 140 4-carburetor engine until 1965, but I've got one in my 63 that's made up of 110 heads with carburetor bosses beautifully welded on. This fellow's done the same thing, maybe using 140 heads. It's a late model engine, but it's got an oil filter through the block, which means it's at least a 64 engine, 64, 65, 66. Don't know, made up of some good parts, and he's got some air cleaners that were made out of single carb air cleaners, transformed into low profile dual carb air cleaners. A 140 Lakewood, just like GM should have made, and it's got Dual exhaust, Lakewood, 1961. Chevy rally wheels, so it means it's got 5-bolt axles in the back, re-drilled, and 5-bolt hubs from a late model. And it probably has a big old sway bar. Let's take a peek. Not rusted, just the way I like them. Just like you get them in California. Custom interior from a 67. Thin shell bucket seats, wood steering wheel, and a 4-speed. Show winning 1961, the Princess, the Queen, 61 Lakewood station wagon. Greenbrier, 1965, last year for production. It's got a different badge in 65. You wonder why they spend the extra time to engineer that badge. So pretty. Got all the seats. Automatic transmission, that flat steering wheel, just like in the full-size Chevy. Ground starter washer under the cable where it belongs. It's got a 64-65 style motor with a mag fan, alternator. Whoa, wait a minute. Got the oil filler over there. Should be in the back of the block so you can access it from here, but nope.